The Haunting of Room Number 17. Unveiling Shadows, Love, and the Resilience of Spirits. Paranormal Investigators. Final part. 2 years had passed since the tales of Room Number 17 had become an integral part of the community's history. The residents had embraced the unique character of the building, finding solace in the harmonious coexistence with Eleanor's spirit. Emma, now a revered storyteller, continued to share the haunting history, and the new building manager, Marcus, had become an essential part of the community. Marcus, a pragmatic yet open-minded individual, had taken on the role of building manager with enthusiasm. However, as he delved into the day-to-day operations of the complex, he began noticing peculiar incidents that defied explanation. Lights flickered inexplicably, and residents reported unsettling whispers in the hallways. Marcus, though initially skeptical, couldn't ignore the growing unease that permeated the building. Concerned about the well-being of the residents and the reputation of the complex, Marcus decided to take action. Instead of dismissing the occurrences as mere quirks, he reached out to paranormal investigator Dr. Olivia Bennett, known for her expertise in dealing with complex and malevolent supernatural entities. Dr. Bennett, accompanied by her team of seasoned investigators, arrived at the building with a mix of skepticism and curiosity. Marcus briefed them on the strange incidents and the building's haunted history, emphasizing the coexistence with Eleanor's spirit that had been carefully maintained over the years. The paranormal investigation began with a thorough examination of Room Number 17, the epicenter of the previous haunting. Surprisingly, the room showed no signs of disturbance, and Eleanor's spirit seemed undisturbed. Dr. Bennett sensed a calm energy but couldn't shake off the feeling that something else lingered in the shadows. As the team explored the building, anomalies became more apparent. Electronic devices malfunctioned, cold spots manifested, and the once harmonious atmosphere seemed tainted with an underlying tension. It became evident that a new force had emerged, one that disrupted the delicate balance maintained by Eleanor's guardian spirit. Digging deeper into their investigation, the team uncovered traces of a malevolent entity that had taken residence within the building. This cruel spirit, born of darkness and malice, had managed to capture and torment Eleanor's spirit. The investigators were alarmed to discover that this malevolent force was using Eleanor's spectral presence to frighten and manipulate the building's inhabitants. Dr. Bennett and her team devised a plan to communicate with Eleanor's spirit and understand the nature of the malevolent entity that held her captive. The paranormal investigators set up equipment to establish a connection with the supernatural realm, determined to free Eleanor from the clutches of the cruel force that had ensnared her. During a seance conducted in Room Number 17, the investigators felt a surge of intense energy. Eleanor's spirit, usually calm and benevolent, revealed her torment. The cruel entity, cunning and manipulative, had exploited Eleanor's essence, using her connection with the living to amplify fear and distress. As the investigation unfolded, the team uncovered the malevolent spirit's origin, a dark entity that had been drawn to the building's history, seeking to exploit the supernatural energies that lingered within. This malevolent force reveled in the suffering it caused, feeding off the fear it induced in the residents. To confront this new threat, Dr. Bennett and her team delved into ancient rituals and incantations, aiming to sever the malevolent entity's hold on Eleanor. The building, once a haven for both the living and the spectral, had become a battleground between light and darkness. The rituals proved arduous, with the malevolent force resisting the investigators' attempts to banish it. The atmosphere within the building grew tense as the malevolent entity fought back, unleashing spectral disturbances that tested the resolve of the paranormal team. Amidst the struggle, Eleanor's spirit emerged as a guiding light, aiding the investigators in their spiritual warfare. The battle between the malevolent entity and the investigators raged on, with the fate of the building and its inhabitants hanging in the balance. As the climactic confrontation reached its zenith, a surge of ethereal energy resonated through the building. The malevolent force, overpowered by the collective will of the living and Eleanor's spirit, dissipated into the supernatural void. Eleanor, freed from her torment, radiated a newfound serenity, her guardian role reaffirmed in the wake of the struggle. The building, once again cleansed of the malevolent presence, settled into a profound quiet. Dr. Bennett, grateful for the cooperation of the community and the resilient spirit of Eleanor, commended Marcus and the residents for their courage in facing the darkness head-on. In the aftermath of the paranormal intervention, Marcus and Emma spearheaded efforts to fortify the building against future supernatural intrusions. Together, they implemented rituals and safeguards to ensure that the delicate balance between the living and the spectral remained undisturbed. The community, having faced yet another supernatural challenge, emerged stronger than before. Room 17, once a source of fear, became a symbol of resilience and triumph. The haunting history that had shaped the building was now embraced with a newfound understanding, and Eleanor's spirit continued to watch over the complex, ensuring that its legacy endured in the face of the ever-shifting forces of the supernatural. The victory over the malevolent entity brought a renewed sense of unity among the residents of the building. Marcus, Emma, and the community had weathered the storm together, forging bonds that transcended the ordinary. The shared experience deepened their connection to the building, its history, and the spectral forces that dwelled within. In the aftermath of the paranormal intervention, the community rallied to strengthen the protective measures around Room 17. Rituals were regularly performed to maintain the equilibrium and ensure that the malevolent force would not find a foothold again. Residents actively participated in these rituals, understanding that their collective intention played a crucial role in preserving the delicate balance. Emma, having been an integral part of the previous supernatural encounters, emerged as a guide for the community. She organized workshops and gatherings, fostering a deeper understanding of the supernatural energies that coexisted with the everyday lives of the residents. Her storytelling sessions became a cherished tradition, passing down the history of Room 17 to new generations. Marcus, the diligent building manager, embraced his role not only in overseeing the physical aspects of the complex but also as a guardian of the supernatural harmony. He worked closely with Emma to implement measures that ensured the building's protection, all while maintaining its modern facade. The building's reputation shifted from one of fear to one of resilience and unity. The paranormal investigators, led by Dr. Olivia Bennett, remained connected to the building. They periodically visited to assess the spiritual vibrations and offer guidance on maintaining the safeguards. The collaboration between the investigators, the building management, and the community became a model for other places grappling with supernatural disturbances. Years passed, and the building stood as a testament to the triumph of collective spirit over darkness. Room number 17 became a symbol not only of the haunting history but also of the resilience and strength that emerged from confronting the unknown. Families moved in, drawn not only by the affordable rents but also by the unique character of the building that had overcome its haunted past. The community's stories became intertwined with the building's supernatural legacy. Residents shared anecdotes of strange occurrences, mysterious murmurs, and the comforting presence of Eleanor's spirit. Instead of fear, there was a sense of acceptance and reverence for the spectral forces that cohabited the space. One day, a young family moved into the building, unaware of its storied history. Marcus, now a seasoned guardian of the supernatural equilibrium, welcomed them with a warm smile. As the family settled into their new home, Marcus and Emma ensured they were educated about the rituals and traditions that maintained the building's unique balance. As the family embraced the community and its spectral history, they became part of the ongoing narrative of Room. The building, now a beacon of harmonious coexistence, continued to stand as a living testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring connection between the living and the supernatural. And so, the legacy of Room 17 continued, etching its story into the tapestry of the building's ever-evolving history. Decades rolled by, and the building that had once been a battleground for spectral and human forces now stood as a living archive of history, both seen and unseen. The families that had come and gone left behind imprints of their lives, woven into the very fabric of the structure. Room 17, with its layers of stories, became a time capsule of the community's journey. The once new family, now having spent years within the building, became an integral part of the close-knit community. The children grew up hearing the tales of Eleanor, the guardian spirit, and the struggles faced by their predecessors. As they embraced the building's supernatural legacy, the rituals and traditions continued, ensuring that the delicate balance endured. Marcus, now retired, passed on the role of building manager to a successor, someone he had mentored in the art of maintaining the building's spiritual harmony. The transition was seamless, a testament to the resilience and knowledge that had been accumulated over the years. Marcus remained in the community, offering guidance and sharing the wisdom gained from years of being a guardian. Emma, in her twilight years, continued to be a storyteller, her narratives blending seamlessly with the ever-expanding tapestry of Room Number 17's history. Her tales evolved, incorporating new chapters written by each generation that passed through the building. The community gatherings she hosted became cherished events, where residents, old and new, shared their experiences and celebrated the enduring spirit of the place. The paranormal investigators, now a generational team led by the descendants of Dr. Olivia Bennett, maintained a close connection with the building. Their periodic visits served as a checkup on the spiritual health of Room 17, ensuring that the protective measures remained intact. The investigators had become part of the community's extended family, their expertise handed down through the years. The building, once marked by its haunted past, had become a source of pride for the community. It stood as a beacon for those who sought to understand the interplay between the seen and the unseen, a living example that harmony could be achieved even in the presence of supernatural forces. The neighborhood, once hesitant to acknowledge the spectral energies, had transformed into a haven where the living and the spectral coexisted with mutual respect. One day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the building, The current building manager led a small group on a tour through the corridors. Among them was a curious young woman, a historian fascinated by the building's reputation. As the group reached room number 17, she felt a subtle shift in the energy, a recognition of the history embedded in the very walls. The building manager, with a knowing smile, began to narrate the tales of Eleanor's guardian spirit, the battles fought, and the triumph of unity over darkness. The young woman listened intently, her eyes gleaming with a mixture of awe and respect. Little did she know that her curiosity would soon intertwine her destiny with the living history of Room 17. As the tour concluded, the young woman approached the building manager and Emma, expressing her desire to learn more and contribute to the preservation of the supernatural harmony. It was a familiar echo of the past, a testament to the cyclical nature of the building's story. The community welcomed her, recognizing that every new chapter added to the building's legacy, ensuring that Room 17 would continue to captivate hearts and minds for generations to come. And so, the building, with its spectral secrets and resilient spirit, stood as a timeless monument, a living testament to the enduring connection between the living and the unseen, where history and the supernatural converged in a dance that transcended the boundaries of time and space. Room 17, with its rich and ever-evolving narrative, remained a sanctuary where the past and present coexisted in a delicate, harmonious balance. Years passed, and the young historian, named Isabella, immersed herself in the community and the building's supernatural history. Her passion for unraveling mysteries led her to study the rituals and safeguards that had been meticulously put in place to maintain the delicate balance. Isabella, much like Emma before her, became a storyteller, weaving new chapters into the ever-expanding narrative of Room 17. As Isabella delved deeper into the building's archives, she stumbled upon a forgotten journal. The journal belonged to a previous resident who had experienced a different kind of encounter with the supernatural. Whispers of another presence that had not been part of the malevolent entity's saga. Intrigued, Isabella sought to uncover the untold story. The journal hinted at the existence of a benevolent spirit that had coexisted with Eleanor's guardian essence for decades. This spirit, known only as the Watcher, had silently observed the lives of the building's inhabitants, offering subtle guidance and protection. The entry spoke of inexplicable moments of comfort during times of distress and mysterious interventions that had averted potential disasters. Isabella, driven by an insatiable curiosity, decided to reach out to the current residents and longtime members of the community. She discovered that many had experienced encounters with the Watcher but had never fully understood or acknowledged the benevolent presence. Embracing her role as a bridge between the past and the present, Isabella initiated a series of rituals to communicate with the Watcher. The community, now accustomed to the coexistence of the supernatural, participated willingly, curious to unveil the mysteries that had remained hidden for so long. During a séance conducted in the building's communal space, the Watcher's spirit manifested. A warm, comforting energy filled the room, and Isabella felt a profound connection to this benevolent force. The Watcher, though silent for decades, expressed gratitude for being acknowledged and welcomed into the fold of the building's spiritual guardians. As Isabella conversed with the Watcher, the community learned about its role as a silent protector, intervening in moments of peril and guiding the residents towards harmony. The Watcher's essence, intertwined with the very essence of the building, became an integral part of the community's understanding of the supernatural forces at play. With the Watcher's presence now acknowledged and embraced, Isabella and the community worked to strengthen the spiritual safeguards, ensuring a harmonious coexistence between Eleanor's guardian spirit and the Watcher. Rituals that once focused solely on protection now celebrated the unique contributions of both entities to the building's rich history. As the years passed, Isabella continued her role as the storyteller, sharing the tale of Room 17 with newcomers and passing down the wisdom gained from her exploration of the Watcher's story. The building, now holding the legacy of two benevolent spirits, stood as a beacon of unity and understanding, proving that the supernatural could be not only a source of mystery but also a force for good. The community, guided by the harmonious interplay of Eleanor's guardian spirit and the Watcher, thrived. Families moved in, drawn not only by the affordability of the building but also by the unique energy that surrounded it. The tales of Room Number 17, once feared, had transformed into stories of resilience, coexistence, and the enduring connection between the living and the unseen. Isabella, now a seasoned historian and guardian of the building's spiritual harmony, stood alongside Marcus and Emma as they passed on their wisdom to the next generation of caretakers. The building's legacy, enriched by the contributions of Eleanor, the Watcher, and the countless residents who had played a role in its supernatural journey, continued to evolve. And so, Room Number 17, with its benevolent guardians and the living history etched into its walls, remained a sanctuary where the past and the present danced in harmony. The community, having faced the darkness and embraced the light, stood as a testament to the enduring power of unity, understanding, and the perpetual cycle of stories that shaped the building's destiny. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe.